Hey guys, welcome to Kipoerneke's Corner. I have logged back over into Watcher of Realms, and I should warn you guys that we've got some mochi making in the background here at my son's comics and card shop. So there may be some loud sounds at some point during this, but I want to try to do some pulls in this banner over here. It's the wrong button. I want to go to summon and the special invocation of spirits there. We've got Hatssut on the board here, and she's very good in the arena. I don't know. I've heard that she's good in a lot of things, and so I'm kind of interested in having her. We only have 35 of the rare summoning crystals at the moment, but I thought, well, you know what? I may as well throw them at her. I also have 10,252 diamonds that I may throw some of those at as well. But I'm going to be having a Magic the Gathering pre-release tournament here in a little while, so I wanted to go ahead and get some of these pools done and see if we could get her before the tournament starts. I'm going to go ahead and start some background fights on the rival cause, and that would be the Mochi Maker right there. If you heard that buzz. But we'll see if there continues to be loud noises or not. Perhaps. Now we're gonna start these auto fights and then go do some pulls. That's the plan of the moment. Hey Cody, how you doing, man? Yeah. I was just telling them that that I'm trying to do some pulls before a Magic tournament starts. It's a pre-release tonight, so it'll be I'll be pretty busy probably into the wee hours of the morning doing that. So I wanted to go ahead and try this before that gets started. So, okay, let's go back to the summon window and we'll try to get some of these pulls going. Yeah. So how you been doing today? We're gonna summon. And we're going to at least use the rare summoning crystals that I have. May end up using the diamonds. We'll see how it goes. Also depends on if people start showing up for the tournament before I get far in. So here we have Screef, the 2-star marksman. Can't trust this one. This vile goblin will lead you into the dark before plugging you with his daggers. Okay. So we're not too surprised that Screef was the very first one to be pulled. Next is Ryder, the 2-star fighter. Obsessed with Arlo, this double-bladed warrior mimics his every move. He's heavily increased his own attack. Oh, you got a day off? That's nice. You been doing some Watcher of Realms today, then? Okay, here's Nash, a 3-star fighter. His name hits the nail on the hammer head. Nash eviscerates multiple enemies at a time with his morbid club. Cody says it's getting really nice outside now in Maine, thankfully, but very muddy. It's been raining here for the last week or so. We've got Hayden, the 2-star fighter. Hulking and tanky, this trusty warrior can reduce hero summoning costs. I heard that it's supposed to get down to 41 degrees tomorrow here. We'll see if that happens or not, but that's the prediction. And now there's Aaron, the 3-star healer. Gifted, if not impatient, Aaron uses AoE to heal units and provide debuffs. I do want to read some more about Aaron's backstory simply because it's just gifted, if not impatient, and that has always confused me since the first time that I read it. Like that doesn't make, like, I just don't see the connection, and I wonder if that's something that is illuminated in his backstory. So I definitely want to check that out at some point when I remember to. Alright, so after that we have another Hayden. He's the 2-star fighter who's hulking and tanky. Cody says the high today is 62, but that's very nice for us right in Maine. Sure, that makes sense. There's Rogers, the 2-star defender. Stalwart and loyal, Rogers can bolster his own defenses to become a human wall. One day I got like tons of Rogers, and it was like every other one or something there for a minute was Rogers. Here's Dagna, the 3-star defender from the Northerner faction. Mighty things come in small packages. Dagna's the North Throne faction leader, able to greatly heal herself. Very useful in the early levels. And there's Preeter, the two-star defender. Wielding his great mace, Preeter defends the weak while in constant search of his lost love. So, as it turns out, I read a little bit about his storyline. His lover did not just run away and he's trying to seek her down like a psycho, but rather, he was away doing some military stuff when the town that he's from and where she was kind of obliterated. And so he can't find her body. He's not sure where she is, doesn't know if she's dead or alive, but he's on the hunt. Here's Arlo, the two-star fighter, masked man of the people. Arlo's a dexterous fighter who can reduce hero summoning costs. And I'm wondering if maybe Preeter's girlfriend can appear in the game. And I feel like it would be cool if she's like, I don't know, something bad has happened to her. She shows up as like a demon or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. But we'll see how it goes. And then, maybe they could even, I don't know, bump him up, give him a little bond skill. That would be cool. Change the storyline a bit, maybe. Cody says he can't wait to go camping this summer. Really? Where do you like to go camping at? Here we have Spreef again. He's the two-star marksman who leads you into the dark and then plucks you with his daggers. Here's Camille, the three-star healer. I almost called her a fighter. Wouldn't that be great? Nope, she's a three-star healer from the Watcher faction. Camille is ever the sight for sore eyes. Channeling the power of the Holy Light, she'll patch you up in no time. She's one of the first few people that you get. I think she might be the third person that you get. Here's Hayden, the two-star fighter. He's the hulky, tanky guy. Cody says, by the way, who are you hoping for on this banner? Hatssut? Yes, Hatssut. That's the goal. If I don't get her, it's okay, but I do plan to use at least the rare summoning crystals. Maybe some of the diamonds, we'll find out. But I think it would be a nice addition. I don't think it's in any way imperative, but certainly I've seen her do some good work in Arena for like everyone. We have Arlo again, the two-star fighter. He's the one that Ryder has a bit of an obsession with and follows around. Just consistently strange to me that Ryder is a similar kind of guy. So why does he have this hero worship for Arlo? I'm not sure. Here is Skolf, the three-star fighter. With a galvanizing aurora, Skolf boots allies and lays enemies low, able to regenerate health from low. Cody says, yeah, she's awesome. She's basically great everywhere but clan boss. That's cool. I can't, having not looked at her statistics really, I only see what she does in the arena. I see her ultimate, and then I just kind of see the effect. But consistently, she comes out and she's just high DPS, as far as I can tell. So I don't know, but that's what it looks like from what I've seen. We have Camille again, the three-star healer from the Watcher faction. I feel like she comes along right after Voltus, I think, is when you pick her up. OJ, how you doing? Cody says she's a very good progression champ. She seems very, like I said, in Arena at the very least, she seems very effective. Now we have Overall once more. He's a three-star fighter, the epitome of a berserker. Shields won't help when he enters a rampage. And now Aaron once more, the three-star healer. And he's an AoE healer, and he provides, I think he may have a dispel. I think he does. So he can be useful in other ways. Now here's Rumnose, the two-star defender. This cheeky goblin can't stay out of the dream. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. Oh, nice. I'm seeing that OJ got an A5 Hatssut. That sounds good. And there's Drogo, the three-star marksman from the Piercer faction. There's nowhere to hide. Drogo's massive range and AoE ultimate will have enemies scrambling for cover. Drogo costs 22, as I recall, to put out, and when he comes out, he's not that exciting, gotta tell you. His bark is worse than his bite. Here's Ryder, the two-star fighter who's obsessed with Arlo, the very one I was talking about earlier. This double-bladed warrior mimics his every move, can heavily increase his own attack. And then this is like the third Camille we've hit this summoning session. She's a 3-star healer from the Watcher faction. We're piling her on today. Cody says definitely it extends her ultimate, I believe. The A5, that's very good. I don't know. I think that's just a pretty heavy DPS move that she has, right? The ultimate. Here's Rutu, the 3-star fighter. This Scalekins in it for the thrills, gains a shield after placement, and recovers costs. And it doesn't even mention his pinkish-purple skin, which I think is a major element to that character right there. Why is his skin that color? We don't know. There's no indication. Is he, I don't know. Why would it be? Here's Gobrin, the 3-star fighter. Stained crimson, this feral beast rouses allies with his war cry and goes berserk when health is low. And Cuke, the 3-star marksman, a cunning goblin archer whose poisoned arrows bounce from foe to foe. Beware his traps. We're down to 9 summons after this one here, for the rare crystals at least. And there's Preeter once more, the 2-star defender who is searching for his lost love. She may be dead, she may be alive, we don't know. Find out sometime on Watcher of Realms. Here's Liam, the 2-star marksman from the Piercer faction. Unshakable and accurate, Liam can attack multiple enemies simultaneously from an impressive distance. I see Cody asking OJ if he's pulling for Lady Mina's copy or just skipping, same with Dracula. When is that happening? Do we know on the Halloween folks being reintroduced? Now we have Preeter once more. He is desperately searching for his lost love. He's a 2-star defender. And, he just can't be satisfied until he finds some evidence of her. Here we have Nero, the 3-star mage from the Cultist and Watcher factions. Nero is a flame-cloaked master of AoE damage and faction leader for the Cursed Cult, Crank the Heat. His daughter is Solil, and Solil, I believe, is a little bit better than he is. Cody tells me that there's an ad right now. Here's Skulf, the 3-star fighter, with the galvanizing roar. Skulf boots allies and lays enemies low. It says boots. I feel convinced that it intends to say boosts and missed an S. Here's Arlo, the 2-star fighter. We've seen him a couple of times. He is admired by all, hero of the people. Ryder wants to be just like him. And then Halder, the 2-star fighter. As a traveling mercenary, Halder seeks to repay a debt that saved his very life. Alright. Let's see what we get next here. OJ says I will definitely pull the guaranteed copy of Mina and Dracula. Now we have Hayden again, the 2-star fighter, hoping taking this trusty warrior can reduce hero summoning costs. I want to know more about him though, right? What's the deal with him? He can reduce hero summoning costs. What does he do? What's his personality like? Is he just a dull fellow we can't really talk about? I don't know. I need to read his backstory too sometime. Here's Jonas, the 2-star fighter. Classic drunkard with a spear. He may be a deserter, but he sure can boast himself in a fight. And then Sheilor, 3-star fighter. 2 emphasis are better than 1. Sheilor's blood surge throws her into a frenzy. We're up to rank 5, looks like, in the arrival of heroes over there. OJ says hopefully there's another Choose Your Own banner with Van Helsing. Well, that's cool, if so. We'll see. Here we have Cutter once more, the 2-star marksman from the Piercer faction. Cutter launches poison-laced daggers with ease, but downs boos with less grace than an ox. Cody would like to have gotten Gretchen or Gooldrek, but missed on both. Yeah, me too, man. Gotcha. Here we have Gobrin once more. He's the 3-star fighter who is stained crimson. We can only assume with blood, right? And then Narvy, the 3-star fighter. A most inquisitive adventurer, Narvy makes a great companion, bolstering heroes and reducing costs. OJ says, I've been keeping 200 ancients in reserve. Man, that's crazy that you are able to keep 200 ancients. It's awesome. Here's Maul, the 4-star marksman from the Northerner faction. With a range that expands over time, Maul rules the ocean. His ultimate deals absurd AoE knockback damage. And we'll share that and get 50 diamonds from it. Now we're into the diamonds, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but we've started into our diamond reserves. And we got Aatrox, the 4-star fighter from the cultist and chaotic factions. Born to die, this sacrificial warrior trades HP for massive damage and generates a fire field upon death. The mochi maker has begun in our background. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing that too loudly. Cody says, I have a feeling Gretchen is going to be all over the Infernal team and gets that new lord. Let me know if it's too loud. I'm going to write it in here. Alright, we've got Liam, the 2-star marksman from the Fierce faction. Unshakable and accurate, Liam can attack multiple enemies simultaneously from an impressive distance. Cody says it's fine, he can barely hear it. That's good to know. It sounds kind of like a rock tumbler from where I'm at. Alright, here's Walgrak, the 2-star mage. Running with a band of thieves, Walgrak slows enemies with his putrid magic while increasing his own speed. And then Glenn, the 3-star defender. Surprised I haven't seen Glenn yet. Devout to the holy light, this reliable defender turns to prayer in order to deflect and reduce damage. What's interesting is Glenn shows up regularly in the hero's visits. He's only a 3-star dude. I've noticed we've got certain people who show up. We've got Glenn. We've got like Laurel. She comes along. We've got Hatssut. She shows up now and then. It's kind of strange because you don't really, or I haven't seen like a huge mix of people showing up for heroes visits. It's like we get the same people over and over again, and I wonder what the rationale for that is. Like, why are we seeing people that we're seeing in so? Yeah, it's interesting. But I've seen Gwen a number of times. Here's Langland, 2-star. Langland is as devout as can be. This healing magic dispels negative effects, keeping allies in the fight. And then we have once more the 2-star marksman from the Fierce faction. And he's pretty good for a green if you're early game, but especially definitely can make use of his skills. We got Narvy, the 3-star fighter once more. She's pretty decent early game as well. She gives inspiration to a couple of people in adjacent tiles around during the. Here we have Glenn again, the 3-star defender. He's very interested in the holy light. Does a lot of the praying and whatnot. And again, see him show up in the heroes visit. Here's Cutter, the 2-star marksman from the Piercer faction. He's the one who launches poison-laced daggers, I believe. But downs booze, but less race than an ox. And here's Arlo, 2-star fighter that everyone loves and admires across the globe, as far as I can tell. And then Hayden once more. He's the 2-star fighter. It's kind of weird to me that he's a fighter and not a defender, because it describes him as being hulking. Oh no, it describes him as making himself into a human wall, right? And I kind of associate that more with the defender than I do with the fighter. Here's Rumnose once more, the 2-star defender. Can't stay out of the tree. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. And I read a little bit about Rumnose the other day, some of his backstory. But I don't recall much about it other than, he's a bit of a drunkard. Now we have an overall once more, the 3-star fighter. He's difficult to go up against when he goes into a rampage, what the writer says. I don't know anything more about him. I didn't read his backstory. Here we have Drogo, the 3-star marksman from the Piercer faction. He's the one I was mentioning earlier, costs 22, I believe. And then is totally underwhelming on his damage output after. Like, I would rather have Liam hands down. Liam costs virtually nothing. It costs half as much as Drogo does, and it's much more effective. Here's overall once more, the 3-star fighter. He's the epitome of a berserker, and very. I don't know. I actually don't know if I've ever used overall or not. It talks him up in the little write-up, but I don't know. I'm not sure about it. Here we have Barclay, 3-star fighter. When deployed, Barclay raises the defense of nearby allies. His pike grants him decent range. OJ says Rumnose got in trouble for drinking on the job. Oh, did he? I don't recall. Cody says, by the way, I got the 20 Keystone quests done. Just be sitting down for an hour resetting stuff. Okay. Alright, let's summon again here. We got Jonas, the 2-star fighter. Classic drunkard with a spear. He may be a deserter, but he sure can bolster himself in the fight. And Jonas once more, in case you missed him the first time, 2-star fighter, bolsters himself, and dreams. Common theme in this game. Drogo, 3-star marksman Piercer faction, which kind of not so great. He seems like he would be good if you read the write-up. If you just kind of read over his skills and things, you realize how not very good he would be. Here's Skull, 3-star fighter. With a galvanizing roar, he boots allies, lays enemies low. And Langland once more, the 2-star healer. He's as devout as can be. His healing magic dispels negative effects, keeping allies in the fight. Cody says, keeps making me want to pull a couple of 10 bows. No, you gotta do them one by one, Really enjoy it. Get the whole effect. Here's Sheila, the 3-star fighter. She's the one who has the blood surge that throws her into a frenzy. And it's kind of interesting, like a blood surge that throws her into a frenzy. Do we just mean that her heart rate goes up and she's thrown into a frenzy? We don't know what that means. Here's Gorsa, a 3-star defender. As fierce as she is gorgeous, this Orcus shield baby stands firm and falls radiant. OJ says I pulled 10 divines this morning for the weekly quest. Nice. And now we have Rumnose once more. He's a 2-star defender who can't stay out of the tree. It's a real problem for him. OJ says it cost him his job. Here's Preeter again, the 2-star defender who's wandering around hoping to find his lost love, who may or may not have been involved in a terrible calamity. Careful without. Frutu, the 3-star fighter, who has the pinkish purple skin. I feel like him and Langland need to hang out and form a little bit of a purple coalition. I've been thinking about it, what would it be called, I do like the Lavender Club, but it doesn't apply to Frutu, it only applies to Langland. So I feel like I don't know. I gotta think about a good title for their team. But here's Halder, the 2-star fighter, trapped with mercenary. Halder seeks to reveal death and save to his very life. Cody says he can't wait for a new update coming, and OJ got Hatssut and Lobo, which is Beelzebub for the uninitiated, back to back. Congrats on that. Here we have Gonfa, 3-star mage from the Esotericist faction. That's one prickly goblin. Gonfa flings AoE spikes with abandon while inflicting the slow. We're down to 7,000 some odd diamonds at the moment for anyone who's paying attention to that. Here we have Nasandi, the 4-star hero of the Piercer faction, a tribal bombshell, tends to the weak and weary, able to bounce healing spells and increase attack speed. And we're following that up with yet another Leo, star marksman from the Piercer faction. Probably, or arguably, the best 2-star guy in the game. Here's Flynn, the 3-star defender who turns to the Holy Light for his help, aid in battle skills. And Gopher once more, the 3-star fighter who is sustained to crimson. Very terrifying. You know, he's very impressive. Here we have Nunya, 3-star healer. Let this one's magic soothe your soul. Nunya calls upon the jungle to heal her allies and bolster defense. OJ says he's hyped for the Ezrath world boss, and Cody says I'd pull my divines, but I've heard people whispering about a possible divine pity thing like Dracula with ancients for the assassin event. But that's some really hard speculation. Interesting. Alright, here's Drogo, the 3-star marksman in Piercer faction. He's the guy who's not my favorite. Out of the marksmen of that tier, he impressed me less than anyone, I think. Here's Halder, 2-star fighter. He's the one who's wandering around trying to pay a debt that saves his very life. We're following that up with Hayden, 2-star fighter. He's hulking, tanky, and reduces hero summoning costs in spite of being a fighter, not a defender. Here's Screef, that very first goblin that we pulled for this summoning session. 2-star marksman. He leads you into the dark, and he floods you with his daggers. Strange thing I've always thought for a marksman to do. You'd think they might throw their daggers at you from a distance, but not so much. And now we have Decimus, the 3-star fighter. Relentless to the T, this undead warrior stays in the fight even after his health has been depleted. So like he dies, and then he pops back up again with 98. Cody says, what's your pity right now, Kip? Oh, who knows at this point? We can find out in a second. Now we have Rutu, the 3-star fighter. He is the pinkish purple fellow that I mentioned just a little bit ago. Let's go see what we want. We got 6,500 diamonds at the moment. Insufficient mirror capacity. Yeah, okay, that's fine for meth. And then let's come have a look over here at the details. Summoning Mercury. Now we've done some temples in the past, so we'll have to be more careful than usual. It's been a little while. So what I'll do is I'll count how many temples, and then we'll do some basic math. Maybe I can manage. Basic math is hard. Also, let me know if you guys see some gold coloring that I just passed by foolishly, because it's very likely me to do that. So let's see, how many of these we've got 6 so far of these temples. That's 7, 9. Okay, and there it is. Okay, so 9 temples that's 3 pages of temples, right? And so that'd be 90, obviously. We'll subtract 3 and we get 28, 28 pages of 3 per page, right? So let's see, that'd be 84 there plus the 90, so 174. All right, so 174 is what we're looking at on the pity, meaning we're going to be there very soon. So I may as well finish it off and see what we can get, right? I think so. All right, let's move forward with these pulls and claim whatever this is. We've got 15 diamonds and 7 rare summoning crystals there. All right, let's move forward. Ah, an ad. Unfortunate. Here's Autumn, the 3-star healer from Infernal Faction. As comforting as the changing leaves, Autumn uses AoE healing and boosts critical damage. She's very useful at the early part of the game. If you have her and you don't have like any of the legendary healers, she complements Camille very well. Because Camille is a single target healer and Autumn is an AoE healer who also has utility. She does, as you can see, she increases critical. Let's go back. Okay, summon some more. She's also sister to Spring, but she's a lot better than Spring in my opinion. Here's Barclay, the 3-star fighter. When deployed, Barclay raises the defense of nearby allies. His pike grants him decent range. Welcome back, guys. You probably made it just in time. Almost at pity. That was another couple, so we've got to be at like, 175, 176, somewhere in there at this point. Here's Narvy, 3-star fighter. A most inquisitive adventurer, Narvy makes a great companion, bolstering heroes and reducing costs. And then Nero, the 3-star mage from the cultist and watcher faction. He is also a faction leader, or a lord, if you will her, and father to Shalil. They're fire people. And here we have Barclay once more, the 3-star fighter. I don't know a whole lot about Barclay. I haven't looked at his history yet, his background. Here's Nero again, the 3-star mage from the cultist and watcher factions. Cody is doing the Hatssut chant back there. And here's Dagna once more. Dagna? I think Dagna. 3-star defender from the northern faction. And she's pretty decent early game also. She's a lord. She may have been the first lord that I got. She's the first lord that I remember getting. And here we have Hayden again, a 2-star fighter. Wait, actually, no, Beirut. Beirut was the first lord, obviously, that I got. I didn't think about him. So she's the first well, I feel like Beirut came from the quest, right? And so I think she's the first non-quest line lord. All right, so here's Hayden, the 2-star fighter. He's the one who is a hulky and tanky fighter. It's kind of weird. Him and the other one that makes the human wall is that. Can't remember who he is. Is it Rogers? Hayden, and I don't know the names. Here's Glenn, the 3-star defender. About to the holy light, this reliable defender turns to prayer in order to deflect and reduce damage. Cody says, by the way, Kip, what's the drink of choice today? Well, I've got a couple of possibilities here. I've got a Dr. Pepper in one cup, and I have a coffee with hazelnut in the other. And there's Arlo, 2-star fighter. He is a masked man of the evil. Arlo's a dexterous fighter, reduced through summoning costs. And then Praetor, 2-star defender. Wielding his great race, Praetor defends the weak. Constant search of his lost love. Down to 6,181 diamonds at the deal. Brody says, before it's 2 great choices. Yeah, I got to cycle between them, Do I want coffee right now? Do I want Dr. Pepper? I don't know. All right, here's Langland again, the 2-star healer. He's I don't know if I've ever actually used Langland. Actually, no, I have. I think he's got a right? I think so. Here's Hayden, the 2-star fighter. He's the one who reduces summoning costs of your heroes. Cody says I'm drinking cold ice or an ice cold Pepsi right down the cell. Yeah, I gotta tell you, it's just not as good as Dutch. Here's Arlo once more, 2-star fighter. He's admired by one and all. Coffee with cream for Ojo, very nice. Now, Cody, do they have? Oh, look at this, a skull. We got Magda. All right, I don't know anything about, or stuff to take it. Do they have to cover in the States? It used to be primarily a Texas thing, and then it spread a little bit, but I remember it used to go to other states and they wouldn't have it done. Well, thank you. So we got Magda, the 5-star fighter, the oldest faction. Deep within Magda's heart resonates an unyielding thunder of vengeance, driving her to greater power even in the midst of her allies' down. So, that's interesting. I wonder what that means for her. Does she actually get bonuses when her allies die? Or when they get her? Let's see if we can figure that out. We're gonna accept this. Then, I think I'm gonna go make some room for her so that I can go and find out more information. We're going to the heroes window, and I'm just gonna star some folks up to make just a little bit of room so that we can see what she does. Alright, we got that. Come out here, go over the summon thing in backup storage, because I just want to look at her real quick. Find out what the deal is with her. Alright. How to try to actually find her this thing. I think she's a member of the Fultus first, right? So let's sort by faction. And then I think she was a fighter, right? Let's do a fighter in that faction. And there she is. Alright, excellent. Cody says still a really big chin. You'll use your all the end of the game. Very good kid. Excellent. Good to hear. So let's check her out. The skills. What we had. I was right. She does get a boost from allies dying. It says when an ally dies in rage, critical damage increases by 50% for 8 seconds. So that's pretty cool. That's important. Pretty trade-off in that case. Which, I mean, it's always important at certain rates, but some it's more important than others, right? Okay, so from Weapon of the Storming Assault, each attack lands 3 strikes for 20 seconds. Each strike dealing 160% AoE damage. Alright. She's got the same kind of range. Well, let's see. I was thinking she had the same kind of range as Twitter. It's interesting. Okay. Then she's got, and that's for the ultimate. For her regular basic attack, so it's AoE magic attack, deals 100% AoE damage to 5 enemies in range, and that's in the 2 slots right in front. There's also electric for it once we reach promotion grade 1. The hero, adjacent allies, and allies within attack range gain concentration increase, which ignores 10% of defense and magic resistance, and damage increase, which increases damage by 10%. Alright, cool. So that's a promotion grade 1. Promotion grade 3, we get Deadly Thrust. One triggering talent or ultimate basic attack knocks back enemies lasting for 6 seconds. Okay. What about the Awakens? What we got going on over here? When deployed, immediately restores 5 cost. Attack plus 300. After an ally dies in range, it attacks 5 more targets for 12 seconds. Okay. I mean, that's alright. Penetration plus 8%, and then we got during the ultimate increases attack speed by 100 rather. So it's 500, that's amazing, but 100. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. reading them. I'm not thoroughly overwhelmed, but maybe it'll be better than the first week for stream. All right, let's go ahead and film these background fights. We got 36,960. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, letting that soak in, it's not just her, it's her and her allies in range. 36,960 gold coins, 6,489 XP potions, a bunch of different gear pieces, 160 palace trophies, 160 great conquest points, and 10 demon soldier shards of the soulful archer ability. Cody says her awakenings aren't really that crazy, but shit, it's what makes her see that, because yeah, I think that check on this real quick. But I think that boosting the allies as well as her symbol, it would be the difference here between being mediocre and being pretty good. I'm fine with the person who's playing with. There we go. Let's go back to that. It was this one. Yes, the hero, adjacent allies, and allies have been reached. Okay, so everybody in a square around her's been healed. Also, the allies within the attack. Okay. That could definitely be beneficial. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with it, but I could see her being good utility for sure. Cody says she does really good damage. That skill increase also increases with new levels. Hey, Ruben, how you doing? Yeah, we got Magda. I was just checking her out. Let's see. I'm just gonna look at what are her basic entrance. Just her regular stuff here. Okay, alright. She costs 20 to put out, which is not unusual. Alright, well, we'll see how it turns out. Definitely gonna have to play around with it and see what happens there. Now, one thing I didn't do is look at her story, and her story do have some rules. That's going to be the player now. Oh. I'm trying to see if there's a way to look at her story from this screen. Because I haven't investigated that obviously. I don't see any way to. I would have to look at the see. That's a shame. Well, I mean, there's another obvious way though, right? Or do we just come over here to the summon them, right? Maybe really click on her from here. Yeah, there we go. There's her story right there. Okay. There is no true victory in her visions. Only to begin with over. It is a commonly held belief that Fae feel most at peace in forests. This isn't the case for Magda, because she doesn't look like she feels most at peace in forests, let's be honest. So that's a kind of thing. The memories of the woods she came from were tipped from blood and regret. The source of her grief began with a woman's legend. In Central Tia, there was once a forest said to be the home of a white stag with ant, full of pure gold. Now we notice her antlers here, right? The stag was constantly revenged on the Fae that lived among the trees. For centuries, the Fae and their gilded companions lived peaceably. Then humans arrived and settled outside the forest. Fae feared what the settlers might do if they discovered the existence of the stag. However, word spread quickly among the humans that the stag was guardian of the forest, to be respected and revered. Generations of farmers exalted the stag. They saw it as a benevolent being whose rare appearances preluded bounteous harvests. Owing their healthy crops to the divine stag, the village forbade its hunting, and for decades the Fae, the stag, and the farmers lived in harmony. But peace never lasts forever. Magda was barely a century old when the trust between Fae and man was broken. The settlement fell on hard times as the soil grew rocky and barren. Those who could abandoned the village, but many could not afford to leave. The remaining humans grew lean and frantic as time passed. Misery drove the most desperate to blame the gilded stag for their misfortune. If it died, then surely the crops would come back and the village would thrive again. One misty night, the humans stole into the woods with torches and spears. The Fae, sensing the humans' vile intent, tried to stop the invaders, but hunger made the humans vicious. The forest erupted into violence. In the ensuing chaos, a torch fell to the ground, igniting the woods in swell of flame. Magda was the sole Fae survivor. She watched helpless as the farmers fled and the forest burned to ash. Magda swore that night that she would avenge her fallen family. And so she travels to Tia, hunting the humans who took everything from her. Vengeance may not bring her joy, but to this day it gives her grim purpose. Nice. Let's see here. I gotta catch up in the conversation real quick here. Behind the wall in Gear Road 1 artifact readings. I don't know. Getting there. Very good champ. The knockback is what makes you a superstar, says. Knockback, he says. We're talking about knockback on Magda. Did I miss that? I now have to come and check this stuff out. What have I missed? Deadly thrust. Oh, dang, okay. And that lasts for 6 seconds. Upon triggering the talent or ultimate. Okay, yeah, alright. That's good. Definitely. I obviously did not pay enough attention when I was reading this. Yeah, very cool. Alright. Good stuff all around. Alright, let's claim these here diamonds. We got 15 of them. And then, I suppose we'll back out of here, come over here to the harbor, where we have 30 buttercream mushroom and 30 jumbo spinach waiting for us. And then see what else on the dailies I better get done real fast, because I've got a Magic the Gathering pre-release happening here pretty soon, and it's sounding like things are picking up out there, so gotta try to get some of these dailies knocked out here. Let's go ahead and just run the auto fight here on the faction trial. And what we have to claim over here, we performed one summon, so we get 2 4-star psychic power shards for that. Leveled up heroes 3 times, giving us 1 stamina potion sample. We got the box at the top over here for 40 diamonds. We haven't claimed the Tide Onslaught reward yet, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. And I'm just going to claim it. I'm not going to... I could, increase my Tide talents. I could try it again. But I'm just going to skip it and get my rewards, because I'm not going to end up having time for that, I'm afraid. We got 38 legendary skill dust, 376 talent points, 44 epic skill dust, 15,000 gold, 75 stamina, 100 rare skill dust, 2 lizard fly imago demon soldier shards, and 1 spell community demon soldier shard there. We got these background fights over here to claim. That's 187 XP and 7 of the shelter of... I'd say it's a shelter. What the heck is it? Who knows? It's the token for this pantheon. What is it called? Gonna go find out. Maybe. What are those things? Might insignias. That's what they are. Might insignia, please. Alright, nothing to do over there. I do have, however, something in the Odyssey. No, not yet. So I'll have to dismiss a purple hero for that. Alright, then in that case, if that's what I need to do, I'll hop over to heroes one day and try to see about awakening some people. So if we have anybody to awaken. And it looks like Maul is available, so let's awaken him. And we're going to get penetration plus 5% for doing so. Alright, we got 1 4-star psychic power token for that as well. And let's see, who else do we have to awaken over there? Anyone? Surely some, which they may be in the storage. Who knows? Let's see if we have any 4 stars or 3 stars to sell here. We do. We have some extras, so that's perfect. We're going to dismiss these guys. And that gives us 600 diamonds and 100 epic awakening tokens. And just as importantly, it also gives us an update to this Odyssey. Dismiss 1 purple hero. And we're going to claim 20 legendary awakening tokens for that. Go on to the next step. Obtain 20 demon swinging shards. Yeah, that's going to take a second. But, it'll happen. We've for sure done that before and kind of rewards, but that's okay. Alright, so back to quests. Claim the title on slot rewards for 1 time gives us 1 standard potion save. Then on the weekly, we're going to claim this 1 rare summoning crystal. Back out of there. That finished off all the dailies on just this list right here. Big kill. We found a couple things to do here, because I haven't bought any of the Drake's Chasm things today. Looks like one of the new players here, Vaulting, has attacked this dragon once. I'm going to go ahead and finish that off for the week so that we can get credit for it. Now, I'm wondering, have I redone that town recently? Or do I still have like something silly? I wonder if I it's showing me the crew that I have currently equipped, but that won't let me know what I did before. So why don't I see if we can just do a new one on this? And I don't think it'll really matter how well. So there's some people out in the village. Alright, and forgot that in this first one, there's this text in the way skiing very well. That's a shame. Let's see here, I'm not real popular. In, and then out. Then throws in the gap. Turn it with me small. I should have done it already. But it does. Like I said, I don't think it's ultimately going to matter. You have it on double times. Probably. Or if you have it, except for the fact that which is perfect. It's a brown. I don't know exactly what that's to go. It's probably getting rough. You throw it down. And we're almost ready to put the season back out. So let's stand it up, seat it back. can do that, though. Uh, what? Various things really wanted to have during there, not up tailing again to track down Tina, and we'll just leave her in there soon. Oh, just one Hatssut is nice. Alright. So 17,900 for Dragon Blood. The stats are vast. Self-defense top 2 feet of damage and 2,398,000. And Ascension was next at 32,224,000. Then Arrogance 24,000,000. I said 1,000 for Central. Arrogance at 24,214,000. So later, it's actually a dragon one. It's not bad. It's not bad. And, particularly they've done so well when she was only out sometimes. It's pretty impressive. Not all that excessive, but some. Everyone says, I think if you remember Kara and put in Del Chan, you can do better. Possibly. The Kira is not really created a specific target fights like Film Boss. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't too terribly worried about it for that fight, but possibly. Could try it sometime. Just write down the numbers, how much was down, switch it out, and see where it goes. Alright, so let's do the second fight, right? So we'll leave that Narvy because that's what's been attacked. So let's just auto fight that. It's correct. Watch how the numbers go over here on the overall statistics. It's always interesting. Looking at it from not playing, watching how around, Actually, for that matter, I could have just taken out Talon, probably, and looked out Jan instead. But as far as it goes, Talon's toward the bottom of that table. Or Vinces or Talon. Yeah, I agree. I think Talon would have been the one for me. Um, Kira, even though, yeah, I agree, she's geared toward. Well, so there's pros and cons using her. I think she's really good in the stages, Akira. Um, because you have that versatility when putting her summons down. Um, Not so important in things like the Dragon Fighter, though Field Lost. Um, Even so, just her pure DPS is much better what I can see so far than Taylor Muskos. Alright, we finished that one off. Spending this here. Challenge Drake's Chasm 2 times, and get 20 gil. 20 gil activity tokens, 5 gills gold theft. Fair promotion rate on any difficulty level 3 times. Well, sure, you know what? Let's do it, and let's go and see. I think that we need to play the fighters, or it's the new character, whose name I've already got back. I think Magda is a problem, right? Magda is provided. So then, let's go ahead and remove her off the road. That unlocked like the torrent right there. Then this one gave us talent enhancement when an ally dies in range. Critical damage increases by 50% for 12 seconds. This one unlocks Deadly Thrust. And then we're at the point where we need some materials. Let's just do it in 3 times, because just play trying to do the dailies that we come back. Another phone in the game. For now, I want to use these things so it's for you. We're having quests, we got the note doing it on time. 10 minutes. And then the events, we got this bounty challenge. I don't know if you guys have seen the bounty stuff yet. It's pretty cool. Eliminate 25 demonic enchantresses in gear rate 3. And so we get diamonds 50 gear recasting hammer charge 5. Showing 50 needs or never 5. W gold gift over here. 8 fonts stick around on things for one thing. But another thing is that there's a little requests. So it's got a little red dot on the student's chest. I know sometimes if you click on these things that goes away, it doesn't look like it's going away now. I know what to say. Maybe because they're started. Okay, started. Into a red mark or wait and free. Alright. Requests. Perform 50 hero summons, and we get it to W gold 50 tokens for that. And obtain 1 legendary hero, and we get 50 W gold for that. Then, alright, we've got the Corridor of Glory running right now. That's just leveling up, starting up, when we go over their skills. We've done just a very little of that, just a moment ago. Not enough to qualify for anything. We got the Tales and Smith going on, which are advancing released in here. I'll try to do that later. We got another 3 days and 9 hours out there. It's no big deal. The Immortal Codex is finished. Oh, we got another one that's going to be running in 10 days and 9 hours. Cool. Zombie Invasion. I'm not going to have time to do that right now. If I can get in tonight, then I'll do it. But it's certainly not going to have to happen. You know, pretty soon. We have some idle rewards to play. So let's grab those. We got 10 free tickets, 2 insignia marching breeze, 2 arena ferments, 3 auto fight attempts, and 1 huge stamina potion there. Okay, then we have in the Orbis trial, in the red of heroes, we got space planning data. That's for so many new guys. We got 45 diamonds, 5-star psychic power shards, 5 legendary distinct scopeless shards, and 100 stamina for that. And since we have all this stamina, let's run some of the hero things that progress mode a little bit. Just gonna auto find and apparently put the button when I should move, because really this is gonna not be in the background because I had background fights for it. I could cancel it, but I'm going to just see what I did here first. Like, what's going on here? I wonder. I did this some time ago, and I think I had just gotten somebody. Was it Talon that I had just gotten whenever I did this? Don't know. Let's go about Laurel there, Centrum, Edril. Who's this? Talon. Yes, okay. So it must have been Talon I had just gotten whenever I did this. Nora, okay. So I do want to watch this through once, and then we can end after this. And then go claim our background fight rewards from the other thing, and reopen it to do some background fight scenes. But I think, I could almost certainly redo this fight, or probably redo the next one at this point, because I've gotten some more guys since then. So, or leveled people up, geared them up, all that kind of stuff a little bit since then. So, all right, let's stop fight now. And then, I didn't tell you what I got. Sorry about that. We got 675 XP potions, 4,620 gold, 20 Forgotten Palace trophies, a piece of gear, 10 Corrosion Drifter Human Soldier Shards, and 20 Brave Conquest points. So include this. It's going to have put a good step toward the Odyssey. Let's see where we're at on that. That was the wrong button. Odyssey's the one. Okay, so we're halfway. 10 out of 12. We also have this to quit. So, no, maybe, yes. One ancient settlement still. Now, these background fights. We got 2,457 gold points, 1,890 XP potions, and 30 of each of gold and silver. Alright, so we get some things from the background 3 now. And then head over to the heroes because I was going to both of Magda. I don't remember her name one of these days. Well, maybe not. One too low for that. That's okay. One set will go over this. That's alright. We don't need to do that yet. Go over to the Dragon Pass, the weekly quest, which forms 10 summons. So we got 750 gold dragon tokens and level up to 10 on the Gloomy Castle season cards. So in here, claim this rare summon for this player. OJ says all of my ads have been wrestling. Yeah. Oh, this is like WrestleMania, right? They're having a Royal Rumble going on. It's a good time. Do they still do the Royal Rumble? Is that a thing these days? Over in the mine, we have 2,250 gold, 2,250 XP potions, 8 stamina, and 2 gold. They sure do, says it again. Alright. Good times. Alright, let's see. In the guild, we can come into this stuff with the promotion rate on the level difficulty for the level 3 tabs. So we get 20 gold points, 20 gold affinity tokens, and 1 small stamina potion. We're back out of there, and then the other thing I want to check on is the arena. And I have 3 permits at the moment. I can try this guy, this freaking Hatssut. It's either Hatssut or it's we've got different ways we can see this. It could be Hatssut, it could be Hatssut. This is just a event. All of the opportunity here. I'm gonna go with Hatssut because I like it best. And Hatssut is from Australia. 418,500 to add the 1. Currently we have 488,726 BP. That does not, by any stretch of the imagination, mean we'll win this, but let's give it a go. We've got Sun Wukong, and they've got that guy who's really good. Silas, yeah. Silas seems to be pretty good. Let's see what they do. They've got Sun Wukong out first, of course. With less splitting hairs. Deals 100% damage 18 times to one enemy and looks stunned. He also puts out these little duplicates of himself here that you see. Next, they thrown out silence with a shadow proof. Damage increases by 80% and each attack becomes so snappy that it more defense and magic resistance per target in 20 seconds. And this is what normally happens when Silas comes out. Like, throw Silas out, and then their guys just fall back with the bonus and boom, gone. And here we have Dao-Chan, and they have Brady to be escorted. Okay, he's thirsting us on with for so much sorrow. And one of them gives a little blue fog, and one of them gives a little red fog. Blue is healing, red is damage, and is slaughtered in place. Urfian says, what's for dinner? Got me chicken fries, chicken and garlic mashed potatoes, and carrot food. Very nice. I haven't really thought about dinner exactly. We have mochi that's being made in the background here. So we're all going to have mochi. For sure. There's a decent likelihood somebody might bring some pieces. Okay, so stats on this. That was the column analysis because I want to. And they have ordered 18,511 teeth. Pop damage on Gorby Silas, of course, with 5,016,710, followed by some Wukong, 4,797,710. And then the next one, even in anywhere here their league, which is June, 1,132,000. We got 4 green points and 4 green champions points for that. Chicken fried chicken and garlic mashed potatoes is probably awesome as well. And carrot cake. I can't. So I can't partake in most, if not all. You put some people put flour in their mashed potatoes. Personally, I don't put flour. But if you do, I'll take it. We're gonna refresh this, and we're gonna try against Irbisfee here. Oh, Irbisfee. What if it's Irbis Bay? I like that better. It's going with Irbis Bay. And he's from Russia. His name is probably not Irbis Bay, but I'm saying. And so let's give it a go. He has some Wukong as well. And then he has that redheaded girl, whatever her name is, and also someone who's green. A green girl. They have Sareen. I didn't recognize Sareen because she has a different skin on the see. Sareen has Sand Plus. Restores 12 cost immediately. Cause crit rate increased to 2 allies with a total. In seconds. They've thrown out some that has splitting hairs. Deals 100% damage 18 times to one enemy with breaks the stones. He's the one who also has all those little bones there. And then Elowen, that's the name of the green girl. Elowen has Grace of Nature. Deals all allies in range and 60% base heal every second. Lasting for 10 seconds. First healing for these small devotions. All allies. They've also stuck out the redheaded girl, whose name currently is Ardea. Ardea has she's got the ultimate power. Features the emergency state. Attacks increased 50%, causing HP drain equal to 15% range HP per second. The hero throws 2 projectile blades every time a talented blade is critical. And then Ingrid. Always forget Ingrid's good. She has Cosmic Shout. I don't know what it means. She has Soul Mode and Stellar Mode. I think it's the difference between like single target and but that is primarily my guess. Let's see. Guys have been following them. But what they have, that's something okay, so Sareen, Sun Wukong, Ardea, Elowen, and the girl whose name I can't remember. It's Ingrid. Someday, maybe. Arabian, since he didn't make the and some restaurant called Charleston's. They have that fixes. I don't know any restaurant called the Charleston's. OJ says Ardea was raised by orcs. And Rubian says that explains a lot about her. She looks like she could be a bit of an orc, yeah. She could have a little orc ancestor magic. Go with it. Alright, so that was Irva's fate from, I think Russia. Yeah, Russia. 398,920 GP. Top damage on the board was actually so case this time. No, sorry, Central got it. 12,397,600 in silver. At 7,948,390. Let that sink in for a moment, guys. Like, that's just so insane. The Central Palm did almost twice the damage of the next highest person on the board. But yeah, that's nuts. After that is the girl whose name I've already. Okay, Egret, I got it. Egret. At 6,380,220. Followed up by Xena at 5,731,050. Crazy. Luvian says crazy strong. I think she was pissed at sister. They look the same, I think. I don't know which one Esther is. So, maybe. We got 3 arena coins and 8 champions points in addition to 8,000 gold for that. Okay. That much finishes what I can for the moment. These other ones. Like I want to go up against is so elusive. And it can refresh in a moment out of time. So, got Forgotten Palace over here. Let's claim this 24-star second power token here. Hop out of there. We got background fights. 32,340 gold. 4,630 speed potions. Period of year. 130 Forgotten Palace trophies. 140 great fun tokens there. Okay. Let's check out the new Story World Association over here with that. But the smart purchase and it popped up this one day. And so, yes, we do in fact buy that rare summon just with the game. So got that knocked out. And I think that's gonna have to be it for me for the moment. Because definitely sooner. So yeah. It was pleasure talking with you, Julian, really, streaming with you, pulling with you, hopefully I'll see you all again. Hopefully I'll be back on today and try to do that zombie invasion at the very least. But I make no promises because it's probably going to be quite late by the time this video is finished. But if you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me so that we can turn on notifications. We'll see you the next time we'll learn. Hopefully, I'll see you then. Have a good day.